When you order an Uber or a Lyft, you never know who or what you're gonna get. And you'd probably never expect your driver to end up being your soulmate. But that's exactly what happened to Heather and Carlos. And they're here to tell us all about it. Welcome to the show, Heather and Carlos. How you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Okay, Heather, now I gotta say, this is a first now. How does somebody end up marrying their Uber driver?
Uh, well, I was going out with my friends and I was going to a Kanye West concert in DC. After the concert, went to a kind of a speakeasy spot in DC. My homegirl ordered a Uber, and since she was with her man at the time, they got in the back seat. I hopped in the front seat. I had had a few cocktails, so my liquid courage was intact. So I looked over, and to my astonishment, as you can see, there was this very handsome man. And so I said, excuse me, sir, do you have a girlfriend?
No, ma'am.
He said, no, ma'am. And, being from DC, I was like, no, ma'am. Ooh, where is he from? But I was also intrigued. And so then I asked if he wanted one, Steve.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
When we got to the restaurant we were going to, we had apparently exchanged numbers. I mean, truthfully, by that time, the cocktails had really kicked in. There was a part of when I left.
Oh, yeah. So we pull up to the restaurant. I say, good night, be safe. I'll talk to you later. And then, she proceeded to give me a little gentle kiss on the neck and exit the vehicle. So, yeah, they kind of stuck with me.
What the hell is happening in this Uber? This is going too fast. First of all, you took your little fast tail out. You went out. You're drinking too much. You call an Uber. You get in the front seat. You ask the man, does he have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Right.
Your friend in the back, huh?
I had to know first, because I am a lady. So I had to know first if he had a girlfriend. Oh, why you make that face, Steve?
Yeah, well, because I'm listening to the story. You think this is a normal story?
No, absolutely not.
Carlos, let me talk to you for a minute, man.
Yes, sir.
Most men, a woman gets in the car, anything forward, they kind of a little taken aback, maybe a little, thrown off by it. How did you handle this whole thing, talking to her? Because you're calling her ma'am, you're obviously not drunk because you're driving. So what was going through your mind when it all happened?
I was just taking it all in. I really didn't put in too much into it because I knew she had been drinking, but it wasn't like super aggressive or made me uncomfortable.
Okay.
And plus, she looked good too, so I wasn't.
Okay, now let's now we're getting to the story. So how long is it before you all reach out to each other?
I just sent her a text that night when I clocked out of Uber because I drove a night shift, so I clocked out about 2 or 3 in the morning. I sent her a text just saying, I hope you got home safe.
Didn't see it.
No response. So I was like, okay, well, she probably passed out, cool, whatever, hope she's safe. And then, I went about, my day and getting ready to travel that Sunday. And I flew out and then, I just decided to hit her up just to make sure, she was cool or, if there was anything to the conversation we had before I flew back home.
So just to, pop in. So I was on the bus headed to a client. And I get a text that says Collis, Collus. So I'm like, Collis. And so I open up my phone and it says something like, hey, little lady, just checking in to see how you're doing. And I'm like, what? So I scroll up, because you can see the previous messages. And I see, hope you got in safely. It was nice meeting you. And I see the date, which is, September 6th. I'm like, that's the night of that concert. So I hit up my homegirl and I was like, do you remember me, giving my number out?
Wow.
And she's like, what? You don't remember that Uber driver? You were all over him, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, no, I don't. So, I I was like, sorry, I don't remember you, but could you send me a picture? so, so he,
This happy story is nothing but a disaster right now. I know people watching this going, what is this about, Steve? It actually has a happy ending, but
it does.
So you don't know who he is. Why did you decide to even go on the date?
It was the picture.
Let you know, full transparency.
My man, come on, Carlos. Yeah.
He sent me a picture, and so we connected. We went on our first date, and literally the first date was magical.
You know, it was like we had been knowing each other, even though we didn't, and she didn't even remember me.
Okay, so now, Carlos, you're dating. You're in this whirlwind romance.
Right.
Now you're married.
Yeah.
This had to be your girl. This was it. What was it?
Man, it was, I mean, not to sound cliche, but you know, when you know, you know.
Yeah.
And it was just, it felt right. I mean, I tried to deny it. I tried to, you know, say, no, man, hold on, man. This can't be, you know, this can't how love happens. I know I've heard, you know, you see the movies, you read the books, you're like, nah, that ain't real life.
Right.
And man, it definitely, it is, man. You know, like I say, from that first date on, it just, you know, that feeling of, you know, comfort, that feeling of, you know, realness, of love, of compassion, nurturing, it was all there. And, you know, after denying it so much, you can only deny for so long before you give in. So yeah, I gave into it, man, and here we are.
Okay, so give me an update, Heather. Where you all at right now? Give me the situation. Give me all the circumstances.
Yeah, so we got married last March 21st. We got pregnant 4 months later. Our baby was born March 14th of this year. So he was born literally a week before our first year anniversary. In June, we bought a house, and we are now in our house in Laurel, Maryland, with Josiah, who is, you know, about 5 months, a little over 5 months now. And we're just growing and, you know, enjoying parenthood, enjoying and learning parenthood. And yeah, that's where we are now. He's
2 years ago, you drunk, you get in a car, you meet a man, a week later, you go on a date. 2 years later, you're married.
Well, 2 years later, we're engaged. 6 months later, we're married. 4 months later, we're pregnant.
9 months later, you have a baby, and you buy a new house.
Yeah.
Girl, do you know how many women are writing this down right now? I mean, this is it, man. I want to thank y'all for joining us, man. What a great love story. I mean,
appreciate it.
Stay happy, stay together. You got to fight to stay married, man. You have to fight. Yeah. It's a battle. And you just got to constantly remind yourself of why you even talked to her in the beginning. You got to remember why you asked her in the beginning. You got to remember why you said yes in the beginning. Because when you hit them rough spots, man, you just got to remember how to get back to that moment. And you just got to fight and you'll be fine. Y'all look like soulmates. It's going at such a pace. It just sounds like it was meant to be. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And to all the single people out there, listen to this. You never know where love could be. It could be around the corner. It could be at the gym. And I be damned, it could be in an Uber. All we got to do is get one marriage out of Lyft, and ain't no telling what's going to happen. People going to be selling cars. Women going to be selling cars after this. I don't need a car. Uber and Lyft every time I want to go somewhere. Hey, congratulations, everybody. All right, take care.
Thank you.
Hey, you made it to the end of this video. I got a lot more that you're going to enjoy, so just click to watch the next one. And make sure you subscribe to always know what's happening.